As months passed by, he became more attached to her. He spent money freely. He bought gifts he could barely afford. He paid bills, solved problems, and sacrificed his savings because he believed they were building a future together. Every warning from friends, families were ignored. Every red flag was excused. Love had blinded him. He thought he was making the best decision of his life when he walked away from you. He convinced himself that the grass was greener somewhere else. While you were trying to save the relationship, he was already listening to someone who made him feel special. He believed every promise she made. He believed every word she said. In his mind, leaving you was the beginning of a better and a happier life. You were left with questions that had no answers. You wondered why your love was not enough. You replayed old conversation in your mind, searching for moments everything changed. The pain was deep because you had given your heart honestly. You stood by him during difficult times. You helped him going when things were not going well. You believed the future you were building together was real. But while you were carrying the weight of the relationship, he was busy building a new dream with someone else. The woman he chose knew exactly what he wanted to hear. She made him believe he was finally understood. She told him everything he felt. He told him everything he felt he wanted to know. Little by little, he became distant. Soon, he walked away completely, leaving you to pick up the broken pieces of your life. At first, everything seemed perfect for him. He showed off his new relationship. He acted as if he had found happiness. People who saw him thought he had won. Some even made you feel like you were the one who lost. What nobody knew was that the foundation of that relationship was built on lies. As months passed, his world began to collapse without warning. The woman he had chosen over you disappeared. She did not leave a note. She did not explain herself. She simply packed what she could take and ran away with another man she had been secretly involved with for months. The same woman he defended, the same woman he sacrificed everything for, the same woman he believed would never betray him. When the truth finally came out, it hit him harder than anything he had ever experienced. The money was gone, his savings were gone, some debt remained in his name. Promises that once sounded beautiful suddenly meant nothing. The future he imagined disappeared overnight. For the first time, he understood what betrayal felt like. The sleepless night started. The regret started. The silence inside his house became unbearable. He could not sit alone thinking about every decision he had made. He remembered the person who had truly cared about him. He remembered the loyalty he had thrown away. He remembered the love he took for granted. What hurt him the most was not losing the woman who left. What hurt him the most was realizing what he had lost before her. He finally understood that genuine love is not always loud. Real love is not always exciting. Sometimes real love is the person who stays when life becomes difficult. Sometimes real love is the person who sacrifices quietly without demanding attention. The painful truth was that he only realizes your value after he has lost you. Meanwhile, you were slowly rebuilding your life. The tears that felt your night became less frequent. The pain that once controlled your thoughts began to lose its power. You learned how to stand up on your own again. You discovered the parts of yourself that had been hidden beneath broken heart. You did not heal because he apologized. You healed because you finally choose yourself. And while you were moving forward, he was living with the consequences of his choice. The greatest lesson in the greatest lesson he ever learned was that everyone who leaves you finds something better. Some people walk away chasing an illusion. Some people mistake loyalty for weakness and excitement for love. By the time they discover the difference, the damage has already been done. Today, he is left with regret, empty pockets, and memories of the person who genuinely cared for him. And you are left with something far more valuable: wisdom, strength, and knowledge that your worth was never determined by someone else's decision. Sometimes life teaches people lessons that no advice could ever teach. And for him, the lesson arrived the day the woman he chose over you walked away with someone else, leaving him with nothing except the painful truth he tried to hide away.